Alright, so we are finally live. No data to display. Alright, so we are finally live now. Welcome to Namesprung, everyone. We are gonna find some good domain names on expired domain names. There are actually a lot of domain names that would have expired by now. So first things first, we will go to the .coms as usual. Let me just check whether I am live or not. 3 minutes ago. It says we are live and we are public, but I don't know whether we are live or not. Hello. So this means we are live. So let's just move ahead. So the filters, let me just reset them so that we can use them again. Alright, so let's just find good domain names. So we have huge amounts of domain names. So we're gonna add some filters that we like, and my bad. So let's just do what we always do. Select only 2 word counts, and then I only like characters on my domain names, and we're gonna hit apply filter. Dominus lightings. Alright, so first of all, let me just check the things that are trending. Okay, so first let's just see if we can find any good domain names that are already registered with other domain extensions. Right. Lead ambitious. I literally can't see my own live. Alright, we are here. Okay. Okay, so Vinay Maurya, I want to research expired domain names to rank on Google Discovery easily. Please, I want to research expired domain names to rank on Discover easily. Okay. Okay, Vinay Maurya, I hope I am pronouncing that correctly. I'm sorry for the disturbance, but yes, this is what I am doing. My whole aim to start with expired domain names and talk about this is simply because people can learn from it and by this, you can just learn from here. You don't need anything else. You can research, and I'm just going to show you what I genuinely do when I try to buy domain names. What are the filters that I add? Because obviously you can see there are thousands and thousands, and I mean not even thousands, millions of domain names that expire every single day. So in order to find the perfect domain name, you gotta add a lot of filters and you gotta check a lot of things, and you always gotta be careful about the trademarks. You don't want to be violating those, and you don't want to end yourself buying something that is already trademarked, or else you will get into trouble. So learn from this, and I hope you will get something out of it. So right now what we are doing is we are on the expired domain names, and we are basically searching. So we added our filters, and now it is over 10,000 domain names. So what we're going to do is, first of all, what I'm doing is please explain filters. Sure. So let me just clear this out first. This is actually the filter that I use. So first of all, I go very specific on domain extensions. This is a .com domain extension. Okay, so what I do is, first of all, I hit common. This is actually a very basic thing. So first of all, I am only gonna take the characters. I don't like numbers, I don't like hyphens. And trust me, hyphens and the numbers domain names, they don't really sell if you are looking for selling purposes. And the remaining, there is always another side of it that I will explain in my maybe other videos, but not this live. So secondly, what I do is I always hit dictionary word domain names English, because English is the language spoken, majorly across all the countries. And what I'm doing over here is word count is 2, because I want to filter it as much as I can. So 2 keywords with a .com is actually good. 3 keywords is actually long. If you buy long domain names, if you register long domain names which are more than 2, 3, 4, 5 keywords, people will end up mistyping it. This is my experience. And if people end up mistyping it, they will not come to your website. So that is going to be a problem. And then the last thing what I do is I only check the new last 12 hours, the domain names that got expired. So by this I can find available domain names more easily rather than the registered ones. So what you can also do is, if you are like if you are into discovering something, you want to research and do your work, what you can do is you can click on this only available domains, so that you don't see the domain names that are already being registered. But why I do this, because when I shortlist the domain names, when I star them what I like, just like this, I can see if the domain names are registered, there are chances that what I'm picking is already good. So in order to research, first of all, don't buy anything, just stay focused on seeing the domain names, finding their insights and knowing them better. So this is how it works. So now I am going to move on with apply filter. I got to hit that again. And here we go, we have a refined list of the domain names that we want. Let me zoom it in. So why did I click on the registered ones? So I'm going to make sure that there are times when the .coms expire and people just don't renew them. So this, if you click over here, you will see the amount of other domain extensions that are registered. Okay, so over here the life is taken, the .health is taken, the .info is also taken. It's pending, okay, but the .care is also taken. So by this you can see that major domain extensions are missing. So I would not buy this. But if in other cases, in other scenarios, if the .com is available to register or got deleted, and the .org is taken, the .net is taken, or the .us is taken, I will definitely acquire that domain name. So this is how you see whether your domain names are really going to make any worth or not. So let's get back to where we were. We were here, I believe. Yes. So just going to make sure that we see majority of the things. Scam ran tabs. You should have an eye, okay, because a lot of times a good domain name just slips out of your hand and someone else would register it. But consider this as a big ocean. You take a bucket out of it, you still be left with so many things. So this is why I love domain so much. COVID community, stretching workshop, scripts, swines. And always, stick to the .coms first, because .coms tend to get easy clients, so the .coms are actually good. And if you get good success from the .coms, then you can switch to other domain extensions also. I don't think so. I'm not going to find anything good here. So then what we're going to do is we should hit searches. Let's see the top search domain names that are going to pop up here. So first of all, as I've told you guys and a lot of people who will see this in future, sir, where are you from? I'm from India. So as I've mentioned that a lot of domain names, when you click on the high search filter, you will see a lot of misspelled domain names, a lot of adult industry domain names, but when you scroll down, you will find some good domain names as well. So fingers crossed, let's just see what we can find. Kilograms, pounds, I don't think so, that's really, and obviously as I mentioned, adult names will pop up. Russian, Moscow, animal rescued. Animal rescue, people do search about animal rescue, but this is rescued. These types of domain names do sell, okay, but I'm not going to pick this. Why am I telling you this? Is because there were times when people had animal rescue. Now people are registering animal rescuers. Now the time has come for animal rescued. So these types of domain names will be registered. Can you explain in Hindi? Okay, when the thing is, why I always speak in English is because I want to target the majority of the audience. But I believe you would have seen my story on Instagram. So what you can do is just text me there, and with the question, I'll send you everything, an audio message in Hindi, so that you can understand and we can talk over there. That's totally not a problem. I love Hindi, okay, but since I want to talk and engage more of the audience, this is the reason I am talking in English. So I hope you understand, but be assured, just text me on Instagram. I'll send you everything that you need. So, okay, hardest rock. Hardest rock. Gas buddies. Hard drawings. Snow peak. Movie scene, cell cycle. Flowered garden. Thank you. Thanks to you too, Vinay. Mummy. Charkhaz. Charkhaz. Okay. Seniors year ties knot. Melatonin, MELATONIN. Melatonin tablets. So you got to make sure that these domain names are spelled right. What I do is, sometimes scrolling through so many domain names, I just forget about the right spelling. When you see so much wrong, you cannot see right. So this is what I do is I just come on Google, and what I do is I just simply copy and paste. I am a very lazy domainer. So this is what I'm going to do. Let me just copy and paste, and we are going to see whether it is spelled correctly or not. I'm just giving you what I do. So melatonin is correct, melatonin tablets. Now coming to this, melatonin is actually a very good niche. The reason why I'm telling you this is simply because people do need a good sleeping supplement. Melatonins do have that in them. Now this is actually restricted. Why? Because it has tablets involved in it too. I mean, melatonins can come in a lot of forms. So if you are a company, who makes melatonin tablets, people do search about melatonin tablets a lot. Even personally, I don't sleep. I always run on coffee, so I don't need melatonin, I need coffee. So if in my case, if it would have been caffeine tablets, I would have definitely got this. So as you can see, 135k searches, I would definitely say this would have been the case. So this domain name is expired right now. You can register this if you are a company selling melatonin tablets, melatonin pills, because people do pronounce, some words are literally universal, like melatonin tablets, capsules, pills. I'm not seeing much capsules people talking about, but they do talk about pills and tablets. In my country they do. So this can be a very good name. People would buy this, I mean, people do type these types of names on Google and they end up here. So, I mean, if you want to definitely benefit from the traffic, you have this. So let's just check, okay, the price, whether it is still available for a purchase or not. Melatonin tablets. Okay, the spaceship is taking a little more time than usual, but I believe this is because of our streaming. I'm a little, on the edge. Let me just move a little. I believe this will be better. So here, melatonin tablets is available. How to add filters. Okay, I cannot see this. How much search is on the domain? Okay, so this is actually available. Melatonin tablets. You can buy this if you're a company. You must not miss such names. And for the updates, I should take a picture of this and maybe upload on my Instagram and any other pages. If you guys like, you can definitely buy this, but since it's first come first serve kind of thing, so in this case, column not showing in my dashboard. How to add filters, how much searches on the domain name. Okay, so searches, let me just come over here and let's just select this for a while. So the filter is over here. You see, show filter option. I believe you can. Oh shit. I believe you can. This is the show filter option. You click over here and this pops up. This is the show filter option. So you can enter the filters that you like. In my case, this column not showing in on my dashboard. Okay, it will show up. Okay, it will show up. I hope you're logged in. So this is how you find. And yeah, we were talking about melatonin tablets. This is actually a good domain name. If you are a company, you must not miss such names. Let me just record a video for this so that the people who see can actually find. So, hello and welcome guys. Look what I just found. Melatonintablets.com. Yeah, melatonin tablets is good. Hello guys, look what I just found. Melatonintablets.com. This domain name just got expired. If you are a company that is into selling sleeping pills or melatonin tablets, you must not miss such domain names. Look at the searches that this domain name is getting. 135k. This is a great domain name and this is only available for $8. Free to register for anyone. Alright, so we're done. Gotta make love and gotta share love. Professional eater. There are things like professional cybercrime complaint, detoxify drinks. If this would have been detoxifying, this would have been better. Detoxify drinks, detoxify drinks. I don't know what to say about this. Detoxify drinks. Alright, oat recipe selection. Electro induction choco. No. So we actually have 4 people watching this. That's great. I hope you guys are updated. Let me just go ahead and enter something on my Insta. What something can I post? Let me just post this. Just got expired. If you are a company that is into selling sleeping pills or melatonin tablets, you must not miss such domain names. Look at the searches that this domain name is getting. 135k. This is a great domain name. That's only available for $8. So after this live, I must upload this. But yeah, let's just focus again. Scanning documents, scanningdocument.com. Okay, this domain name is registered. Hemins, H-E-M-I-N-S, Hemins. Scanning documents. Okay. Lovers Parade. Very good. How painting, antique furnitures. Antique. Okay, so this is a spelling. This is a typo mistake. Antique. So that's alright. Thailand Square. Retire. Rajasthan Ludo. African frog. Are African frogs really that popular? I don't know. Richmond's, okay. The Moron Club. What a great name to send this to your friends, right? Moron Club. Great. Let me put a good music. Espresso, Gut Sword, Rising Gloves, Tate's Game, Skin Glower, Roman Soldiers, Electric Look, Lorita, Mexico, Clerkship Jobs, Home Accessorizer, Rise. There will be a lot of typos. Don't get into it. Okay, just make sure that you check twice, thrice. Better check as many as times as you can, because you don't want to register anything that will waste your money. Bubble fishing, concert country, show hypnosis, store producers, Muslim motivation, Afghanistan president. Wow. Asian populations. People are concerned about Asian populations. We are actually overpopulating, isn't it? But alright. Blood colors, best imagery. Alright, so I guess we just a little more, okay? Then we're going to talk about the main stuff that I actually do every damn day. Cars Directs. Religious philosophy. Wow. I can give this domain name to some of my friends. So now we are again back on the filters. What I'm going to do is look closely. Look a little more closely. Okay. Starts with, I'm going to enter AI. Why AI? Because AI is trending. We want AI. Okay. We want AI to take over. So we are 26 domain names only. That's what we have. Let me just go through every name. Maybe we can find some good AI plus keyword.com. AM Kolkata, okay. Airlines, you will definitely see a lot of airlines, Dubai, and these types of keywords, because they do end up with the Dubai, DUBAI. AI will come up. So, AI Kazakhstan, AI Turkeys, AI Administration. AI switching. Now, I like this domain name. Yes, this is actually a good domain name. AI switching. Why? Now this is the question. Why? So, first of all, there are companies that would want to switch to AI. So how about creating one company that switches other old school companies to AI? So AIswitching.com can be a good one. This is actually a decent name, and you can flip that. AI plus keyword.com is flipping. Okay, I'm giving you something for free for only 3 people. Okay, the one is me. Alright, so only the 2. AIswitching.com, I will register this. There are obviously other things to check, which let me just give this right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Wayback Machine. Now what Wayback Machine is? Wayback Machine is actually a tool that will help you guys to check. Okay, Wayback Machine. This is actually a tool so that you can scroll through the past history of a domain name or a website. You can find what was that all about. So why I do this is because I want to check the prices. If this domain name was owned by a domain seller, what was the price that particular person placed it for? And if that was a website, what it was actually doing. So by this I can know. Okay, I can know a lot of things. If let's just hypothetically or maybe practically just consider an example. If this domain name was available for a purchase of let's say $100-$200 and it did not sell, I'll probably not buy this. But if for $2,000-$3,000, I can definitely buy this. So as you can see, I can find some pages. Let's just open it and see. Open in a new tab. I'm also going to open this. Open in a new tab. So let's see 2025 if anything is available. There is nothing as of now. So let's just see AI.com lander. It had a lander, but we obviously cannot find what lander was it. These are usually redirects, but let's just check this too. If we can find any possible thing related to this domain name, this will be better. Alright, here we go. That's what I was talking about. $4,900. This is a good domain name to buy. If you are viewing this, you must not miss this out. This person was asking for, alright, I cannot control this. Okay, so this is actually a past history. Let me just see. September 4, 2004, this domain name was available for a sale at a price of $4,900. So what you can do is register this, sell it for $500, $600, $700, or even a make offer. AI plus keyword.com will sell. Alright, this is what I wanted to tell you guys. Here is the proof, okay, that you can find domain names. Expired domain names are actually a scrapyard. Okay, for some that might be a scrap, for some that might be a gem. So if you are looking for a gem, this is what you want. This is what you're looking for. I cannot guarantee you sales, okay, this is what I'm going to tell you, but I can definitely tell you what I do. This is what I do. I buy domain names the same way I tell. So this is my preference, and there are traffic stats too that got dropped like too much, but I am grateful that I found this page. So what I'm going to do is, I would not register it right now because I am live and I don't want to cancel my live. Let's just see whether this is available or maybe someone took it from us. This was obviously my previous live furnituresale.co that I was talking about. Let's enter AI switching. Oh, this has been taken. This happens a lot of times, but what we can still do is we can still keep this on our radar so that we can check when the sales happen. Let me just check the same domain name over here too. Why? Because I have seen Namecheap actually has a problem. The domain name that was registered before, when I saw it again today, it was available for a purchase. I mean, there might be some problem, or there can be reason that the person would have cancelled it. Look at this now. AIswitching.com, here it's available. Okay, my bad. AIswitching.com is being taken. So there was a problem. So you must check at least two registrars you should have by your site to check the domain name. But for the ones who are watching, there are like 4 or 5 people who are watching this live. So you must check this domain name AIswitching.com. If it sells, you must note that down, that these types of strategies will help you out. So our bad, we cannot find this domain name. If we did find some domain name, we will register it and we'll put it on a sale. So AI syndicate, AI knocker, AI completed. AI completed, I don't think so. It's just like AI switching was a good name. Alright. I must not start this. I would probably go on to my live. Let me just get a good music and avoid those ads by clicking on my premium instru. Alright, so we're gonna do the same. Now we're gonna end with AI. This will help us find certain more good domain names. Futuristic AI. I had a domain name, I believe 2-3 years past, that was related to futuristic AI, something futuristic AI, tech futuristic AI, something like that. I sold that. I believe I sold that. Disinful AI, swaying, genetical AI. You see the AI is trending and everything is switching to AI. This is a perfect example. There should be a video, okay? You see, when I talk about AI, people are actually crazy. Look at this domain name. This much crazy, okay, this much. So I have 2 videos now. How long have we been live? How do I check? 28-30 minutes. Oh, damn, that's a lot. But okay, Zookeeper AI, I don't think so. That's actually something that we would want. Hartford, I really don't think so. So we cannot find any good domain names when it comes to the .com. So now, as I mentioned, there are platforms that are offering $3 registration on the .co, so I am not going to miss that. Alright, so we cannot find anything with AI that ends with AI. Let me just start with AI and see if we can. AIadvisors.co. Wow. AI Advisors, ADVISERS, that's actually a good name. AI Advisors. Let's just see whether this is available to register or is being taken. We're going to go on Namecheap, and again we're going to type AI switching. I like this name. Okay, so first let's just talk about this. Obviously, this is not a domain name that AI switching everyone will like, but when we are on the expired domains platform, we must obviously consider the fact that these domain names expired for a reason. Okay, so when we are picking gems in a trash, we must consider all those things, and obviously that was for $10, so I can risk $10 investment for that particular domain name. And as I've shown you guys, that domain name was for a sale for, I did not close that. Yeah, here it is, $4,900. So that person cannot sell this for such a price. I hope we can find more pages related to this, but I just cannot. But this is what it is. Whatever we found out was actually very insightful. So in this case, if there were people interested in this, if you buy this and put it on a make offer, or not a make offer, put it on a straight up then buy now price, these domain names can sell. I'm telling you from my experience. So AI Advisors over here, this is alright. How does it keep on refreshing on its own? So dancing.fitness, for the ones who don't know, we were on that today. So let's just check here, AIadvisors.co. This is actually a good name. So I believe Dana.dot was actually giving a $3 discount, and this domain name is available. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on Dana.dot registrar and I will buy the domain name there. But for the video purposes, I'm only going to show you this. I don't use our spaceship much, but I do have listings over here. So why it's taking so much of time, I don't know. Something went wrong. Please try again. Okay, let's try again. There is a problem, but I don't know what. See, aiadvisors.io is taken, and let's see other domain. aiadvisors.online is also being taken, registered in 2023. So this domain name has some, has some in it. Okay, let's just see the .com. I don't know what's the problem. Average pricing history. Alright, we don't want that. What's the problem? But okay, when registering other domain extensions, you must check is available. Okay, finally aiadvisors.co is available. Right now you can see on this platform it is $10. On Danadot it is $3, $3.3 something. So I would obviously register that. Why would I register a domain name that is expensive as compared to the .com costs the same? So I will find easy ways to use my investments in the best possible scenario. So aiadvisors.com is being taken and we cannot see. So what I'm going to do is just copy this and let's just see what aiadvisors.com is doing. If it is still available for a purchase, yes it is. It is being parked. Your future brand starts here, domain for sale, inquire today. Let's just inquire about this. Okay, let's go deep into it. Okay, so this is actually an entire form that I got to fill to contact the owner of this. So I am not going to be doing so much, but let's just consider if aiadvisors.com was available for a sale, let's say $5,000, $10,000, $20,000. So what you can do is buy the .co and place it at a considerably cheaper price. Okay, so the companies who cannot afford a .com would buy the .co, but don't just the price difference should be big. And let's say if the aiadvisor.com was placed on a buy now price of 3,000, 2,000, then I don't think so the .co would be of any help to you. And let's just consider another aspect where the aiadvisors.com would be a website running full-fledged. So in that case what you can do is you can put up that particular domain name, the .co domain extension that I'm talking about, on make offer, and people do come up. Even this, if this was a developed company, the company can definitely acquire other domain extensions in order to protect their brand. So this is how these things work. I like this domain name, AI Advisors. I will probably buy it. But alright, now let's just not talk about the AI much, and let's just make this entire video dedicated to AI. So I know a lot of you guys are interested in the .xyz domain extensions because you have seen some crazy sales report when talking about the .xyz. So let's just go and find some AI domain names in the .xyz and then I'm going to close this, okay? So there are around alcohols.xyz. Let me just check. So what problem that I've seen with the .xyz is they have premium renewal prices. So if you see their one word domain names, keyword domain names, they will have the renewal and the registration cost of such huge. So this is actually a problem. This is why a lot of .xyz domain names dropped. So alcohols is available, as you can see, alcohols.com. Look at the price. $33,950. Alcohol is actually, I mean, you cannot obviously buy alcohol.com or .xyz, it will be off the roof. I'm not going to say that you must buy such names because I consider XYZ as a great platform for AI, for something related to the futuristic thing. Look at this now. $99,888 for alcohol.xyz. So these types of domain names do justify their price. A lot of times, look at the amount of domain extensions that have been registered. Even alcohol.food is being registered. So you get drunk, you eat food, and then you just sleep. Alcohol my is being taken. Alcohol is so many things, but let's just get to the point. Let's just not divert ourselves. I'm gonna again do the same. AI entertainment.xyz, AI weather, AI breakpoint. Okay, so AI entertainment. This can be a good $2 investment. AI entertainment. Maybe some entertainment industry related to AI would want to acquire this. Let's just check. Okay, this is making me a little curious about what is going on. I guess did I okay. Let's go again to Wayback Machine and just enter AI entertainment.xyz. This was actually used, let's see for what purposes. These platforms do take a lot of time to open up when you're scrolling through expired platforms. So it's taking a lot of time than usual. Till then, what we're gonna do is let's just find the other one. Ends with AI something. Integrate, Shuttle AI, Cosmetic AI, Codium, MAGI, Maggie AI or Meg AI. So no, and I don't think any page loading from here. Let's just check something more and then we can conclude this live and move on. So I cannot see anything, like literally nothing. Wayback Machine often takes a lot of time, so you should have that patience. And there will be times you will be scrolling through Wayback Machine and all, and there will be people who will just come and register it right, they'll just take it right from your hand. So these types of things happen. This is actually an open market. You like it, you buy it. You like it, you leave it, or you don't like it doesn't really matter. So there are no pages loading on the Wayback Machine. So I guess AI entertainment is there, and you can register that domain name just for $2. I mean, you can try and see. You can maybe create something, you can develop it. So, but the main problem with such names, what I believe is, when it comes to typing entertainment, people would misspell it. I've seen a lot of people misspell it, and this can be a problem. But considering the fact that AI entertainment is being registered in a lot of domain extensions, as you can see, entertainment.mind, .online, a lot of other platforms. Let me just enter the .com and see, is it available for a sale or not. It's being taken, so you got to make an offer. So we cannot decide what is the price that it is being placed at. So alright, we will not do much, but let me just see. Did we miss out something? I guess we did, because I did not check the amount of domain extensions it was registered on. AI entertainment, let me just enter. So it says 32 domain extensions. Let's just check. As you can see, there are a lot of the .co is actually at a price of 1899. On cedo.de is registered. There are a lot of domain extensions that are registered with this. AI entertainment.online is available at download for $100. So this is actually a good hit and try method that you can. I mean, you can try. So this is my take on this. Obviously, I would always tell you guys to strictly focus on the .coms first, not the .xyzs, because xyzs can be a trouble at times. Not every xyz domain extension is going to give you the price that you might be seeing on the social medias. Crypto.fate. So this is actually, you can see a lot of what I do is I hit registered on all the domain name section, and look what I just found, nic.tr, registered in 1.5k domain extensions. This actually shows the amount of other domain extensions that are there. This is probably one of the most registered domain names that I've seen in a while. nic.tr, nick.tr, or you can say whatever you like, but let's just see. These types of domain names, I've never had success personally, but a lot of registrars, they do not support such domain extensions. This is actually a problem. So when it comes to registering, you might register it from some or the other platform, but there can be a problem because you cannot sell them, right? Where will you sell them? On the platforms that would have literally no traffic. On the registrars people will not trust. So always, choose the registrar that everyone trusts. Don't just blindly go to any registrar. So how did I come up here? I was here, yeah. Meta.new. Meta is actually trademark, so there can be a problem, there cannot be a problem. Meta is actually crypto.faith. You see the amount of domain extensions, api.kids, ai.tickets. This is actually a nice name. I saw AI plus, certain keyword ai.love or something like that. I did make a video on it. You can see that on my, Instagram. ai.tickets. I wonder what the price of this domain name will be. Okay, it's available. $393 per year with a retail renewal of $428. Look at the amount of domain extensions that are registered with AI. Look at this, ai.help. $1 million domain names. This is why I always tell people that don't consider domain names as just a name. This is actually a real estate. Look at the domain names and see how they've appreciated over time. But I guess this is pretty much it. I guess now it's time for us to leave. So I hope this helped. If it did, drop down whenever you see this video. Anything, you can always come on my Instagram. So I hope you have a great night.